What's going on, all you lunatics? And welcome back to the show. And good morning, Tito! Everybody out there, get your glasses up in the air one time and take some shots of whatever you guys got available. I am enjoying some coffee. How about you? Hey, shots! Get woke! So good. Today, we're going to be talking about some focus schools. So yeah, let's jump straight in. It's going to be a quick rundown on focus schools, how to get them, how to switch schools, and yeah, how to max each one out. Don't forget to hit that follow button and leave a comment. Let me know how or if these tutorials are helpful for you. Let's go ahead and don't forget to check out all the other tutorials we've got. All right, let's go ahead and jump straight in. Focus schools. So focus schools are going to be for your operators or drifters, and pretty much once you complete the main story quest, they're going to give you the option to pick one of these focus schools. So regardless of which one you pick, then you basically get a focus lens for that school. So by equipping that lens to your Warframe or one of your weapons, then you're going to be gaining focus for that particular school. Now you can, if you have all of them, obviously you can just click on activate to switch to each one. But yeah, once you get that lens, after you complete once you complete the main story quest, then you're going to be given the choice. You pick one of the choices, then you're going to get one of the lenses. So once you get that lens for whatever school it is, then you're going to go to your arsenal. Once you're in your arsenal, then you can upgrade. And we can take a look at the focus lens. Now, you got to be max rank, right? So once you max out your Warframe or your weapon, then you got the option. You got the option for the actions. Focus lens. And then you got a whole bunch of different types of lenses, right? So you got one type of lens for each of the different schools, the focus schools. So depending on which focus school you would like to focus on and gain focus for, which is basically standing points, credits, you're gaining points in that school. But you have to have a lens for that school. So whenever you select your first one, then you get the lens for the first one. So you put that on a max rank Warframe or weapon, and then while you're in a mission, you're gonna randomly see an orb that spawns in. It's a gold shiny orb, but it's an orb, and it spawns in, and it's the focus orb. So once you collect that orb,
Fortuna. It has come to my attention that Lucian has received a new subscriber. You may all rejoice in the Void's generosity. Carry on.
hey, thank you so much, Bad Miracles, coming through. Yeah, so once you collect that orb, you guys are going to be able to be gaining that focus. So then, yeah, you start getting some kills, racking up some points, and however much kills you get and however much points you get within it's based on a timer. So You get the focus orb. You start going to town. However much points you can get within that time limit, then the time limit ends, and then you gain that much focus, however much you did. So if you're trying to get a different school or to unlock a different school, then you're going to need a different focus lens from the one that you originally started out with. And of course, there's different levels of how much focus you're going to be getting. So like a regular lens looks like you're going to be getting at 2% of excess affinity into your focus for whatever lens that you choose. Then you have the greater lens, which is 3%. Looks like we have a Lua lens. Looks like it's 5.5%. And of course, looks like an Eidolon lens at 4.25%. So that's the regular lens at 2%, greater lens at 3%, Eidolon lens at 4.25%, and then the Lua lens at 5.5%. So you can either purchase these lenses or different lenses for platinum, or I believe there's other ways you can get them. Blueprints you can acquire. Of course, refer to the Warframe wiki for that. So, in my opinion, what should we put the lenses on? Well, if you're going to be using one Warframe a lot, but you know that Warframe can do a bunch of damage, putting your lens on a Warframe is a great choice. If you're going to be putting your lens on a weapon, make sure you're putting the lens on a weapon that you're going to be using, and a weapon that you're going to be using, often, and the weapon that's, good. That you have built, that you have good mods for, that you have, like the hate. Refer to my slam build videos or my SP loadouts. You guys can check out some of those awesome builds. So putting your lens on a Warframe, I might consider putting a lens on, say, my Excalibur. We'll take a look here. So I do have a lens on my Excalibur, and a Warframe kind of putting a lens on my Excalibur using my Exalted Blade, going to town, getting a bunch of kills. That's gonna for sure, once I'm maxed rank, collect that focus orb in the mission, then I start getting as much kills as I can, and that those points from the kills is gonna translate through the focus lens and go to your focus school. Now, you have the option to put one focus lens on your Warframe, a completely different focus lens on a different weapon. I can have the same focus lens on my weapons. I can, have different focus lens on different weapons. So it is possible to gain focus from different schools, or basically all of the schools, all at once. But it's not really recommended, mainly because the focus is going to be shared. So example, if you guys earn 1,000 points during that one single focus orb grab, and there's a multiple focus orb grabs in missions. So if you get, say, example, 1,000 points, then if you have 4 schools selected, then that 1,000 points is going to be divided basically it's going to be shared by those 4 schools. Versus if you are only using one type of lens and focusing on one school at a time, you're going to be gaining a lot more focus for that one school as opposed to it being shared. And yes, Bad Miracles, a good AoE frame is very good. Like Saren, Ember, Banshee, very good, very good. I would not put it on something that I'm going to be using a lot passive. Even though I'm not, some frames, yes, you're going to be getting kills, but you have to be using your abilities to be getting the kills, to be able to gain the focus if you put it on the Warframe. Now, if you have the focus lens on the weapon, obviously you need to use that particular weapon to get the kills, not just have it in your loadout. See, if I don't have a focus lens on my primary weapon, but I do on my secondary, and I'm only using my primary, and I gain the focus orb, I'm not actually going to be gaining any focus for that school. Appreciate that follow. All that action, all that love. Right now we're going over focus schools, a quick rundown. So that is putting the lenses, make sure everything is, make sure your item is maxed out. We can upgrade, and I believe, let's try it, we can put a lens. We can put the lens on. And if we are unhappy with the lens, I believe we can, are you sure you want to install the Neuromon lens? The currently installed lens will be destroyed in the process. So we can just destroy it. Boom. Just swap them out. I believe there was a way that you can uninstall that you can take off the mod, or you can take it off also. A small excess of affinity when using abilities does go to your currently equipped weapons as well. It costs plat to uninstall the lens. Not worth. Yeah. So yeah, switch it up. Build more lenses. You can use different ones. Like I said, your choice. If you want to use different ones, you're going to be getting less. Use the same ones. Gain more. Focus on one school at a time. Now, which focus school is right for you? Which focus school is better choices? Let's take a look real quick. This is a quick rundown for everybody. So, quick rundown on focus. A lot of people enjoy using this Materai for Eidolon hunts. Now, I'm not going to necessarily go over each individual, ability and each of an individual, passive and all that for each lens, for each school. But in general, a lot of people go for Materai for Eidolons, and I like Vazarin focus school for those instant revives. And we can see, Materai, it's gaining us increased energy for amps and void beams, regeneration for amps. So yeah, a lot of people like to use Materai for doing Eidolon hunts, and then like I said, I enjoy Vazarin mainly for the instant revives. The first 4 revives are instantaneous, and additional revives are 100% faster. But one thing to point out are the waybound, the unbound. We can go to Materai. We can go to the different ones. So once you progress far enough, you can actually use the waybounds, the unbounds. You can unbind the ability, and it's gonna basically be able to be used in all of them, no matter what school you're going to, no matter what school you're looking at. So that is what is going on over here. We got the generic, basically working for all of them. So yeah, pick one you like, go through, read them, check them out, check each one out, and yeah, that is focus schools. Put on the lenses, equip them on max rank warframes or weapons. If you're going to put the lens on a warframe, make sure, and on everything, make sure you're going to keep the items that you're going to be putting the lens on. Don't forget about that lens. Put the lens on something on MR fodder, mastery rank fodder. If you guys are just going to use the weapon, you just pulled it out of you just pulled it out of the foundry, and you're only going to use it for today, max it out, and then probably not use it so much anymore. Maybe don't put the lens on that one. But yeah, I hope you guys find these tutorials helpful, and let me know if there's any other questions or comments you guys might have. That is focus schools. Grab you guys some different focus lenses, put them on some different warframes and weapons. They gotta be max rank. If you put a forma or something on them, the focus orbs will not show up in the mission. Maybe we should go run a mission real quick and show you guys what those focus orbs look like. Yeah, let's run a mission real quick. So used to doing giveaways, I went to the market. All right, let's see here. Put it on a regular mission real quick. See if we can't find us a focus orb. Alright, capture the target. Heading towards extraction. Nothing out of the ordinary so far. Hey, look. It's a focus orb. Do you see that symbol? And do you see that orb? That is a focus orb. They spawn pretty much randomly, but they spawn all the time. They're based on a timer, so you kind of got to be quick, or if you don't grab them, they're just kind of disappear. I think there's like a full 2 minutes though. We could stand here for science and let it disappear, but take my word for it. You got enough time, but not really. Looks like we got 45 seconds is the timer after we collect the orb. So we eliminate enemies as much as we can in 45 seconds. So we get all the kills. And when that timer runs out, we'll see that the school and the focus is going to be shared basically by the different schools right there. 2 different ones. I believe that's Vazarin, I think in Naramon. So kind of low numbers, you know, kind of low in comparison to if you were only using one focus school lens at a time, or like I said, doubling it up, putting a Lua lens on, say, everything. Should grant you guys a lot more focus per single school. But yes, there we have it. I actually gained 42 for Zedneric, 5,000 for Vazarin, and 500 for Neramon. So that's focus right there. Literally, that's focus. That was the focus orb that we grabbed. They spawn in randomly. You might see them. Like I said, you have to be level 30 though. If you put a Forma in your Warframe and you have the focus lens in your Warframe, you have to wait till your Warframe gets back up to level 30 before you see those focus orbs again. Likewise for the weapon. If you have the lens in your weapon and you put a Forma on it and it ranks back to 0, you will no longer see those focus orbs spawn in until that weapon is back to max rank at 30. If you guys, I'm sure, let me just remind everybody that don't forget, when you put a Forma in your weapons and Warframes and it goes back to unrank and you're ranking them back up from 0 back up to 30, don't forget you are no longer gaining affinity towards your mastery rank. Just wanted to throw that back out there, let everybody know. And don't forget to check out my guides, exclamation guides videos. But all right, everybody, that was a quick rundown of focus schools. If I left anything out, please leave a comment. Tell me all about it. Don't forget, everybody, you guys can catch me live on Twitch weekdays starting at 5 p.m. Eastern. Solution plays all day. Bye.